All right, let's begin. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this event so far and gaining new insights. Welcome to this session on the data-driven agentic AI. My name is Evgeny, and today we will explore the shift from simple prompts to sophisticated goal-driven systems enabled by agentic intelligence. Okay, please take a moment to read through our disclaimer statement. Okay, let me introduce the session agenda. First of all, we'll speak about agentic AI frameworks, and we'll look into key concepts and design principles of agentic platform. Then we will look into local and air-gapped LLM deployments and operations. For that, we will have a discussion on Oracle Private AI Services container. And then lastly, we will speak about how to design enterprise-grade workflows, agentic workflows, with help of Oracle AI Database Private Agent Factory. But let's quickly take a look at the evolution of generative AI. So at the beginning, we used to interact with basic LLMs where we had single task prompts and single outputs without much of the memory context. Later on, there were some models fine-tuned for specific domain or knowledge area. Later on, we had an ability to integrate LLMs with RAG and give more contextual responses. And of course, all of this required to enhance the list of tools or integration points so LLMs could access different environments via different APIs and connect to different databases. And then final stage in this lineup is more complex multi-step workflows, autonomous decision making, and that is what we call agentic AI. There is more complexity and more sophistication around its operations. But why agentic AI matters in the first place? I think by now it's no longer a question, can an agent do it? We see many different applications, digital workers in certain areas, call centers, booking services. They're already out there and operating. But of course, one agent cannot do all the work. And there would be different types of digital workers later on evolving and enhancing themselves. So so-called agent swarms is the next step in making agentic AI reality. And in fact, multiple agents collaborating together can achieve very complex goals or outcomes. But what comes with agent swarms design is responsibility to design environment in such a way so it's scalable. There is a way to control those agents and orchestrate overall flow. And of course, we would have to have safety guardrails because they would be interfering with various environmental components. So all those factors are important, and therefore defining your agentic path very early is quite foundational because once we move from prototype to production, it will be challenging to step back and redesign the system. Therefore, we're going to talk about standardization and unification of our approach with agentic AI. And current ecosystem of frameworks like LangGraph, AutoGen, CrewAI is so fragmented and rapidly changing. And to address this, Oracle developed the Open Agent Specification. It was shared on GitHub community and could be accessed there, all the components of it there. But by using a specialized adapter, developers can export agents from external frameworks into standardized JSON specification to be executed on another engine. And this effectively decouples design from execution, ensuring that agents are reusable and modular building blocks that deliver predictable behavior across different platforms. And key features of standardized agents are quite clear. So they got to be flexible, resilient. As I said, they're going to be modular, so it's easy to share them across different systems, import them and enhance them later. So this portability becomes key here for faster development. And of course, evaluation is a time-consuming task. More we can streamline it, faster our designers and developers can enrich our agentic AI workloads. So in fact, it will all mean quicker time to production and more reliability in the way agents operate. Now let's look at the agentic platform. What are the main components? And of course, first layer down here would be AI infrastructure, or AI enabled infrastructure, I should say. And from Oracle side, we provide here private cloud appliance, Exadata database machine, Oracle database appliance. All those solutions, they have AI-centric capabilities that can help you guys to spin up AI workloads much faster. Then next level up is enterprise data and knowledge sources. Of course, LLMs could be quite useless if they don't have right context. And in that sense, whether it's Oracle Database 26AI or even older versions, 19C or 12C, or even non-Oracle database resources, they would need to be part of this context. And for this, with this task, Oracle 26AI database can be a great hub to hub all those data sets together. And of course, it could be also non-structural data, documents sitting somewhere on the file system or in object storage. So LLM would need to be able to use those assets. But how it would do this? It would need an integration layer. There would be a bunch of development tools and integration components. Like if you joined a previous session in this track and you heard from Mark about Select AI, MCP server for Oracle database, SQL, all those APIs, they're all necessary to glue together all those layers, LLMs and data in infrastructure. And effectively, that's how we have this next layer up. Of course, LLMs themselves, they have to run somewhere. And in that sense, we have a private AI services container, which can be a home for LLMs and embedding models. And then finally, top-level agentic workflows and orchestration is essentially like, if you can compare it with application design, it's like application logic built in, has to be built in somewhere. And all those multi-step iterations designed within agentic environment, they would need to be configured somewhere. And that layer in our context is Private Agent Factory, which I will show in a moment. But before we go to Private Agent Factory conversation, just wanted to bring up a few questions. Like when any architect or designer comes up and starts exploring what components do I need to build reliable and future-proof AI environment. And a bunch of questions comes up here immediately. What embedding models should be used? What LLMs? What agentic workflow development tools? How to make it secure and private? How to monitor and manage it later? All those questions, they do require extensive research and effort from architects and technical crew. What I would like to cover in the next few slides is how can Oracle help you to minimize number of stops you need to make to build environments like this. And so we're going to talk, as I said, about Private Agent Factory and Private AI Services Container. And let's begin with Private AI Services Container. Other database related features, I would suggest you, if you didn't attend previous session in this track, please do so and review those. Mark did cover a number of interesting topics here. Now, when we make a step back and try to have a conversation about privacy in the context of LLMs, I think it's quite clear if LLM is hosted somewhere publicly, we are sending question to that LLM and it processes somewhere and then sends us an output. There would be less security compared to if we had LLMs running locally. Having that in mind, Oracle development team came up with a product called Oracle Private AI Services Container. And what it is, effectively, it's a container which comes with a bunch of pre-configured libraries. So, of course, it would be Onyx runtime engine, it would be Llama C++ and VLLM to run the models, and NVIDIA libraries to speed up vector processing if you use NVIDIA hardware, and bunch of models, embedding models and LLMs would be part of it. Here is a list of models we consider available, like GPT, OSS 20B or 120B, Qwen or DeepSeek. So whatever you can download, whether it's part of this container or not, you could later on integrate it, as long as model is compatible with runtime engine I just had on previous slide. Okay, so how the Oracle Private AI Services Container works. Essentially, if you think about it, it uses OpenAI compatible REST APIs, which means if you used to work in using this set of REST APIs, that would be very similar to have external models running elsewhere. But instead of using external URL, you would be using your own URL. And instead of using paid API key from the provider, you would be having your own API key in this particular box. And this container would have full security suite of features like TLS 1.3, key store, API keys, and encrypted. So you would have full confidence in the security configuration of this container. And it's available in the form, it could be deployed as Docker, Podman, or if scalability is a question, Kubernetes container mechanism also can be used. And it would come also with integration in terms of monitoring. So Grafana and Prometheus would be components essential for monitoring of performance and operation of this container. Whenever it comes to production, it becomes a major question. So the way we approached it is we looked at the most popular embedding models and compatible with Onyx, and we looked at the different types of models in each of the fields, like text, multilingual, vision, and re-ranking, and we picked the most popular ones. And you see on this slide the models we picked. Some of them are multilingual, some multi-modal, work with text and image, and that list will be enhanced later on. And of course, you could always add your own embedding models using compatible runtime. So now, where to find this AI services container? You would need to, it's not generally available yet, but once it's available, it will be available in Oracle repository. You see this link on the slide. Just by the time you watch this session, check out whether this AI services container available in Oracle repository. So that's for running LLM. So that's second layer from the top. Now let's switch gears and speak about private agent factory and workflows and orchestration. So what Oracle AI Database Private Agent Factory is, it's a no-code platform designed to help developers to quickly develop and provision AI agents. That's the main goal we had here. And key part here is it's enterprise grade. You may think there are a bunch of tools in open source community which could help you to build agents and workflows. However, you would not get support from any. It wouldn't be backed by any of the big vendors. In this case, you get Oracle developed and designed a product that can help you to quickly spin up agents, and it will come with different features and integration with Oracle database and with features of Oracle database, and it would have templates and everything you need to get started. And main part here is, of course, agent building part, where you can using like this no-code drag and drop mechanism build your complex workflows for your digital workers or for your agents. So what it is, again, it's a container which comes with a bunch of pre-installed, pre-configured software in it. It would have a visual agent builder like you saw on previous slide. It would be open agent spec compatible, so when you use this conversion adapter to bring agents from other frameworks, you could input it there, and it would come pre-configured to be able to connect to Oracle Database 26 AI. It would come with SQL tools and MCP protocol ready to go to connect to any data sources. And of course, agent runtime itself would be there. And similarly with AI services container, full bulletproof security is already in place, and all you need to do is just to configure your keys, and you would be ready to go. Now, just to summarize, what are the key benefits for enterprises to use this private agent factory toolkit? Is it's security tested. It's basically developed and designed by Oracle product team and Oracle developers. So they validate everything, package for you, and make it available through our repository. If you happen to have an issue with it in production, you could always reach out to Oracle support, and they would help you to resolve the issue. And of course, a bunch of integration points with Oracle database, Oracle AI database capabilities is there, and so you wouldn't spend much time integrating this with data sets you have in Oracle database. And best thing, it's you probably won't see it very often on Oracle slides. It's free of charge for any of our customers who has Oracle database license. So if you have Oracle database license, you would be entitled to use this feature. Okay, let's look at what it is and how it looks inside. As I said, it comes with a pre-built set of agents which you can pretty much leverage straight away as soon as you start using it. And first type of agent we have here is, and most popular one is a knowledge agent. The way it works, you could point this agent to a data source, and it could be either a document or a link to an external or internal web page, or it could be even SharePoint page. And then you will be able to have a conversation with the agent about, in the context of this document, with the context of this document in mind. And it would it would come with grounded responses, so you have complete control of what this agent can cover. And yeah, so it comes with all integration points you need. And if you think about it, there will be a bunch of steps behind the scenes that needs to happen to disassemble any data source to make it available for LLM. And like, for example, in this case, we would need to take the document, split it into the chunks, vectorize it, process through embedding model, put it in the vector database, and make it available for similarity search. Your developers, they won't need to know or understand any of it. It will all happen behind the scene. And just point your agent to the document source you have, and it will take some time to vectorize it, and it will be ready to go. Let me quickly show you how it works in actual application. Hopefully my session is still alive. Yes. So that's the home page of actual software. You can see here at the top, database private agent factory. So if you navigate to knowledge agent, pre-built agents part, here I created, yeah, looks like my session has expired. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Hopefully, it's still there. What I've done here, I created an Exadata specification checker. What I've done, I had a PDF document here, and it's datasheet of Exadata. I plugged it here and let the LLM process it, and then I can open this agent and ask a question, like what is Exadata X11M. Now it will take a moment to think, because looks like my session had some issue before I started the recording. But yeah, so basically this agent now looks at the document and goes to the database where it's all vectorized, and will give me a contextual response. Yeah, so, and basically that's a outcome we get. It just gives me a summary of what Exadata X11M is, and also it gives me a pointer where this information comes from. I can click on it and it will show where is it coming from. But what is also interesting, it would come up with some potential questions I might be interested in, which I can click, and then it will just answer those. So that's the first type of the agent. Now let me go back to presentation and show you next type of agent. Next type of agent is data analysis agent. An idea here that we feed it a table. In this case, we had a sample data set, Netflix titles data set. This agent will look at the metadata of this table and will look at the semantic relations within the table, and names of the fields and types of data it has in there, and will provide some explanation what it can see in this data set. And it will also come up with automatic visualization and show me different breakdown in the values and any useful information it can extract from the data set. And again, in the background, there are a bunch of steps involved. We would need to look at the definitions of the table, look at the statistics and analysis, and then feed it back to LLM and query the data set, and then build some graphs and everything. So very simple, but helpful and efficient feature. Let me show you how it looks in the actual tool. What I have here is Netflix viewer analysis agent. I open this agent and I just run the session before, and it has a table here which has a bunch of statistics, right? Which I have it in data sources. So it looked at the data. It took a few seconds to analyze it, and it will give me some explanation of what it can see in this data set and what kind of questions this data set can help me to answer. And then it gives me some summary, or I can look at the breakdown and distribution of values, what types of duration was more popular in what region. And then if I want to look at the table itself, I can do so. What kind of subset is used for this response, and of course I can look at the actual SQL if I want to, and I can then later on ask it to change, or maybe I can take it and run it externally if I want to. But then I can ask additional questions myself, like for example, which country produces the most TV shows, and here it gives me the answer that the United States has 760 TV shows produced. So that's the way it works. Very simple. Right now, it's in current release of this product. We can at a moment of time we can work with one table. Later on, we will enhance it with more tables to be plugged at the same time, so we can have a more complex conversation. All right. This tool also comes with a bunch of templates in template gallery, and this list is relatively short for now, but we will also always will plan to enhance it. And this set of templates are also quite handy. Like for example, on-demand email sender or refund orchestrator, marketing engine. So you can import them and use them, enhance them later, and add your own specific and develop your agents much quicker. And then most interesting part is probably this agent builder, where you can design your custom agent. And the way it works, and probably I'll better show it in the actual system here. So I go here to my custom flows. I previously created my custom agent for Bupa Insurance Digital Assistant. And the way it works, if I click edit here, I would drag and drop a bunch of components. Each component is effectively a node, and this node is used to cut a particular kind of step. In here, I will have something like input file. I can provide some PDF policy document of this insurance. I have chat as an input, and I have certain prompt to indicate and instruct my LLM that it's operating as an insurance assistant and what it's required to do. We can set a temperature here, and then it produces some output. This is very basic, but you can see how many tools we have here. It can be fairly complex type of workflow. And the way it works, as I said, so a bunch of nodes in there, and each node is can do certain type of activity. And in here, we would have an agent that can have some LLMs and tools and conversational memory. But what is most powerful thing here is, again, REST APIs as a tools. So basically, we can let this agent connect with external system, or we can receive calls from external system via REST APIs. That's very powerful. Yeah, this is types of nodes we have, and you could see them in the demonstration. But we'll, of course, we'll enhance the list. Lots of integration will come and become available soon for Select AI, which would be very, very handy. And what else is coming is reasoning RAG agent, and you can see in this example we have a very complex question, and this question can be split into 3 different parts. Like we are looking for earbuds, and they have to meet certain criteria, and we say, okay, outdoor running, wind noise, and compatibility is our criteria. So we would have reasoning agent to figure out that we have to split this question in three parts, and you can see behind the scene it will do this chunking, question chunking and decomposition, does a parallel run, and then aggregates the answer for actual question for us. Yeah, so that's coming soon. We're probably talking Q2 calendar year 2026, but development team will announce it once it's there. Now let me quickly summarize what takeaways I would like you to take from this presentation. So my message to you guys is, if you work on agentic AI project, set your AI project for success by choosing early the following elements. Number 1 is deployment model. Bring your AI to where you have data. If your data is on premises, probably it makes sense to spin up AI there. But if it's somewhere else, then it's much easier to deploy libraries comparing to migrating data. And then second, agentic framework and tools. Do your research and pick tools that are not locking you into particular ecosystem, so you can always integrate externally developed components. So choose it early. And of course, database platform is the key here, and Oracle AI database is positioned really well, so it can bring together all the data sets, and so it's easy for LLMs to work. And again, those in-database AI agents could also help a lot to integrate LLM activities. And lastly, just wanted to say where to find this tool. It would be either on oracle.com or in Oracle repository. You can pull out the container, build it, and spin it up. It doesn't take a lot of time. With that, it's the end of my presentation. Thank you for staying till the end. And if you need more information about any of these features or products I mentioned, please reach out to your local Oracle colleagues. Thank you, and see you next time.